So everyone wants to be rich and start their own company in 2023. Well, most people I know do. Might not be for everyone, but a lot of people out there want to escape that sort of 9 to 5, start making an income online. But this can be very difficult to sort of do on your own. And you might be, trying to watch YouTube videos and things like that. But there's one big problem that I discovered when I was starting my own company, and it was that a lot of this sort of content is very based on just trying to get views and just be entertaining, because that's how YouTube works, and a lot of these sort of business gurus make a lot of their money from YouTube revenue. So what I wanted to really do is use my experience and show you how to start a business from scratch in 2023 with absolutely zero money, show you that it is still possible. And I want to go in more depth on it and give you the exact script on what to say, how to reach out to clients, and essentially all the sort of nitty gritty stuff that on YouTube they're never really going to go into because they want you to buy a course. But my sort of idea with YouTube is, if I can provide as much value as I can to you, then maybe that'll be the best way for me to grow my own YouTube channel and get views and get likes. So why would I not show you every single step of the way, from how to start a company all the way to being successful, making 10-20 grand a month at the beginning, and eventually making your way to making your first million. So yeah, my name's Vaughan Fawcett. I've run a digital marketing agency in the past, and I've also probably tried every single business model there is out there. I definitely believe sort of service-based online businesses are the best business model, so that's going to be the one I'm going to be going at. And as I said, I'm going to show you literally every single step of the way. I'm going to be starting with zero money, and I'm going to show you how to get clients, how to scale it up, and essentially hit that £1 million year mark eventually. But yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to jump on the Mac, and I'm going to show you what you need to do to sort of get started in terms of registering your company, setting up your profiles so that you can use them to sort of get clients. And I'm also going to show you what I would say to a client in terms of how to get them on a call with me. And we'll jump straight on. First of all, I want to go over the sort of top 3 things you need to do when you're starting a company on the Mac now. And I'm just going to type in, how to register a company. This is something that some people advise against, but I would very much advise you do, because when starting a company, you might be in a job already, you want to burn all bridges and fully commit to it. So when you can see your name on Companies House, you see the name of your company that you set up, and you've got your business card in your wallet, it just gives you a different sort of mindset, and it starts, creating that belief system for you to actually think that you're actually going to do something with it. As I said, it just, it helps you commit to it a lot better. Also, my company is a limited company. You don't have to do this when you're starting up. You can go for a sole trader status. However, that is up to you, and don't take this as financial advice. I personally would go for a limited company if you're looking to sort of scale eventually. But yeah, please consult someone who actually knows what they're talking about in terms of legal structure of companies. But yeah, so when I type this in Google, how to register a company, this is your sort of third result down, and this is Tide. So when I first started up, I literally had no money. So I'm quite loyal to this company, because when you start with these, it's completely free to register the company. They pay the company's house fee for you. So I would definitely recommend these. I don't have any sort of affiliate link with these either. I think they're a good company to work with, and they actually send you out a business card once you sort of fill all your details in here. So yeah, third result down, Tide. Fill your details in, choose your company name. They will set that up for you and then send you a card out for your business bank account. They also have a very good app as well. So yeah, that's sort of step 1. So second of all, I want to sort of show you what you need to do to achieve the goals you're looking to do, because no one really talks about this. People just say, I want to make 10 grand a month, I want to make 20 grand a month, or I want to make $1 million, but they don't know what it takes to actually hit that. They don't know how many clients they need to get. They don't know how many messages they need to be sending a day to actually reach that. So I broke down the exact metrics of what you need to look at to, reach that goal. If we're starting small, say you want to get to around 4 grand a month, because that would be, for most people, that's more than what they would earn in a job. So that's a good starting point to go at. So that's the sort of, figure we're going to be working off in this video. Also ignore that the date is wrong, doesn't really matter too much. In the next 30 days, we want to get 2 clients for our business. I would suggest charging £2,000 a month per client. However, depending on what service you pick, which I'll go over in a minute, how to pick that, you can charge less, but I would never go less than £1,000 a month for your services. So yeah, this would mean to get 2 clients, we would need to do 20 sales calls with a 10% conversion rate. So if you only close 10% of them, that would equal 2 to get 2 clients. We need to send messages to set up these meetings. So even when we've got them replying to our messages, only about 30% of them will ever actually jump on a call with us. So therefore, we would need 67 people to engage with us on messages. So this would mean, in sort of how many messages would we need to send a month. This would look at 333 messages. We would usually get around a 20% reply on them, 20% conversion rate, and call that. And just to be very safe in terms of people not showing up to meetings and things like that. So you always want to be over cautious. You're not sort of looking at the figures and thinking where have I gone wrong. I would always add another 20% on that. In that month, you need to be sending 400 messages to get 2 clients. And that might sound like a lot of work, but what's worse, being in the job till you're 45 and still making, the same money, you might get a £90 increase a month when you move up to senior manager. Yeah, it's no life. I think I'd rather send 400 messages in a month than do that. And if you really break it down to what you need to send in a day, it works out to 13 messages a day, which you could do in less than an hour. So yeah, you can work this all out here on this spreadsheet that I've made, and you can, you know, work out all them figures. That should be pretty easy for you, and I will provide this in a link as well. Third of all, this is more important. So what we need to be looking at is what sort of services we're offering, and you know what our offer is. So for my digital marketing agency, I offer Facebook ads. However, if you feel like you'd rather do Google ads, or you know you'd rather do TikTok ads or run Instagram ads for companies, that is totally up to you. Also, what is up to you is choosing what niche you want to work with. So one of the biggest pieces of advice I'll give is, when I first started, I was a generalist agency, meaning I would work with any clients. I had pharmaceutical clients, I had fitness PT clients. Well, they sold courses online for PTs. I had health and well-being clients. You know, I had a vast array of them essentially. And the thing with that is, it's so much harder to get results when you've got clients from all different industries, because that means you have to master each industry. You have to learn how it works in that industry. You have to write, you know, separate ad copy and find different ads for the different clients. So the way you actually become really good in business is by specializing and going for one niche. Because what that means is the sort of consequence effect down the line is, if you become really good at getting results for one niche, they're going to refer you to their friends. They're going to get you more clients naturally. You're going to grow in the natural sense of a business without even, you know, spending money on marketing. You're going to get referred, because, for example, if you work with like mortgage brokers or something like that, they're going to refer you to their mortgage friend brokers, and they're going to refer you to them because they know you can get results for that industry. So in terms of picking your niche, the best advice I can give you on that, you'll know who you want to work with depending on, you know, what your sort of experiences in the past, whether you want to work with gyms or, you know, restaurants or anything like that. I wouldn't pick restaurants, so that's a bad idea. But, you know, just really have a good think about that, what sort of appeals to you, and where there actually is a need for your services as well. And if you do go with Facebook ads, just make sure you're working with businesses that sort of afford to invest in marketing. But yeah, have a good think about that. There's not much I can give you in terms of, you know, picking your niche, but just find somewhere where there's a burning desire for your needs. Another sort of example would be as well, depending on what offer you pick for your business. So for me, I work in financial services, and my offer is very specific to a certain type of service that financial advisors offer. The reason for that is, after speaking to, you know, thousands of them, I discovered that they wanted this job because it pays the most. For me, instead of going, you know, I can just advertise all your services, I say to them, you know, I'll get you more of X client. You know, that really, really appeals to them, because there's no one else who really specializes in just getting this particular type of client that pays the most for them. So if you can find a sort of niche within a niche with your client, that's going to help you so much better. It's going to appeal to them a lot better when you send a message to them. Just have a good think about that. But yeah, for this video, you know, I hope you find value in this. This is just the first one. I'm going to be showing you, you know, every single step. In the next video, we're probably going to go over exactly what to say to clients and how to reach out to them on what platforms. If you found value in this video, please drop me a like and subscribe, and there's going to be plenty more coming.